Yeah.
All right, bienvenidos. Welcome back to this additional segment of Más o Menos. Guys, we ended the show before we could make a huge announcement, and I wanted to come back because Harrison, you have something to say to the 1/6 community. You got something that you've been cooking up, that you've been teasing for weeks, and I want to know. Like I was like itching to know the details. Now you gave me a little context because I kept on bugging you about it, but I want you to go ahead and clarify to the community. I need you to us know what's going on. And from my understanding, the two special guests here that we brought back, Jim Collector and Vita, her geeky side, have something to do with it. Harrison, before we get into the announcement, thanks for coming back. Thanks for understanding. How are we after everything?
Yeah, no, thank you very much for bringing us back. So it's yeah, we have been working on something for a little while now, and we really wanted to. We felt like now is the right time to announce it. So yeah, as you've seen, that we've been teasing on our socials all week that something's coming, and today was going to be the day we announce it. So for my New Year's resolution this year was something to push myself a little bit further than I normally do. So I had an idea for something that I then put forward to these lovely people below me. And they really seemed very enthusiastic with the idea. So the past few weeks we've been working on it and putting it together. And now we are ready to announce that come the end of this month, we will be doing our own YouTube show, our own live stream that will be focused on all entertainment news and figure news, but predominantly mostly video games and video game figures and TV shows and movies and everything to do with video games, because that's a big passion of all of ours. And we feel like there are other collectors that would really appreciate that as well. So yeah, come the end of this month, we'll be, as you can see by the graphic, this is us and our new picture, and the show will be called the Geeky Collector Vault from Pixels to Plastics. where we'll talk everything from pixels from in the games to the plastics of our figures.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
I want to ask Jim and Vita about this. Now, Harrison came to you about with this idea. This is definitely a unique idea. What are you guys planning on doing? What are you guys bringing to this specific segment that we're not seeing elsewhere? I'm very interested to
Well, I
see.
mean, first of all, Harrison came to us with an idea, and we told him it was terrible. And now everything you see is basically what we came up with.
Oh,
No, this is all Harrison. This is all Harrison. Me and him chat quite a lot because we're obviously both massive into gaming. We're really excited about it, and not to speak for you, but obviously Harrison and Vissa chat a lot, and she's also big into gaming as well. So um, we were really excited to kind of come on board. And I don't know about you guys, but whenever I'm watching a stream and they do this on Will's show, that they'll start talking about a video game character, I get really excited. I'm like, yes, video game characters, talk about it. Yes, video games are awesome. So those are always my most like my favorite parts of streams. So I think the fact that we can kind of have a stream predominantly focused on it for me has been something I've been looking for and I'm quite excited for. And also when I was getting into the hobby, loved live streams, but being a Brit, it's hard to actually make any live streams because most of them are
mhm.
you guys, in the US, Canada, and places like that. So I think to have another show other than the Hope Show that's at a kind of a watchable time, I think was something that was quite exciting. And to be a part of it, and for Harrison just to think of myself and you was
Yeah, it was very nice. Obviously, everyone who kind of knows me, they know I like video games. So, like, even on the first time I was in Geo Show, the movie canon, one of my choices for keep, destroy, or gift, one of the choices, the characters was the video game character,
mm.
and of one of my like favorite games ever. And since then I found some new games and I played new games. And sometimes I get so obsessed, every day I just play video game. As soon as I came back from work, I just
She plays
go
with
and play video games. And that's to do dinner, warm up food. Yeah, right. It's like, oh, food is ready. It's like, yeah, just a minute, I need to finish this mission.
Yeah.
So I was super duper excited because, as the both of the guys said, we don't have much of the community speaking about it. And again, I said before, I would love some game characters to be made in figures,
100%.
and I think it's just a lot of stuff to chat about. And again, it's a nice way to just connect with like-minded people, and just chat about all things video games.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
gonna be quite fun.
Yeah.
I think it's when Harrison finally told me about this because he kept me in the dark. When he finally told me a little bit about this, one of the things me and him often talked about was with in this space there's a lot of streams, right? And that's not no disrespect to any stream. There's lots of great streams out there by various content creators. But one of the things that when I decided to do a show like Más o Menos, it was one of those things for me. I was very adamant that I wanted it to be unique, right? That it felt like there was nothing really on the market, right? That was like the same, you know what I mean? And so I was like, there's so many shows that talk about the same figures weekly, right? And everyone has a preference in terms of who they like listening to or who they like watching. So that's usually who they stick to and all that. But I wanted to create a space that felt unique. And so when Harrison came to me about this and was telling me, like I want to talk about photography, I want to talk about video games, something I feel like maybe it's a little niche, but there's definitely a community there. I thought I'm like, yeah, why not? And it's definitely something you're really, really passionate about, Harrison. So again, you started on Muscle Menos with us. What gave you the confidence? Because again, as you saw with me earlier, it's difficult to manage a stream, especially when you're the host, right? When I'm not hosting and I can lay back with on Gio's channel or with Shane on the Hope Show, I get to relax and I'm just kind of just being the guest, which is a lot different than being the host. So what made you be like, you know what, I can take this on?
I think it's mainly just, thankfully, like so many others have invited me and embraced me on their shows, that's getting to see that and how they work and how they do such amazing jobs, including yourself, on all these shows that are just so fantastic and well put together, that I felt that everybody just pushes everyone else. Like everybody is just so so understanding and so supportive. And I feel like we always need to be pushing ourselves. So last year, my big push was, as you said, you invited me on. I hadn't ever done anything even remotely to do with streaming or anything. And you invited me on the show, and I was like, you only get one chance in life. So just try it. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So, and I took that leap and I did my first stream with you on Mass and Menace, and it was just such a good time, and everyone's just so friendly. So I kind of sort of had the thing this year where I was just like, well, what can I do this year? What can I do to push myself? So then I had the idea where I was like, well, I would really like to have more focus on video games, and nobody seems to be, while touching on it, most times they'll touch on it and then go, oh, like, okay, that's it. And then we'll go to the next one. Whereas I feel like there's just so much there. There's so much, like, so many good stories in video games that it's worth having more to talk about. So like you're seeing it every day now. We've got 2 new announcements where they're doing new TV shows on video games. The stories in video games are just so powerful, and the way they can be presented, I feel like there's just the figures, while maybe not important to everyone, the people that do play these games and do really understand what they're doing, they mean so much to us. So like my last year, a huge announcement was Death Stranding, because I absolutely love that game. So to get something like that from Hot Toys is incredible for me, and I've been so excited. And every time somebody asks me what you're looking forward to, it's always that. Even though I'm a massive Alien fan, we just don't get video game pieces. So when you do get them, especially licensed, it means so much more. So that is what led me to like, well, if nobody's going to do it, and I just feel like I could do that. I've been streaming with enough people now. I've sort of learned and watched how everyone does things. I'm like, well, okay, well, I like, and just cherry pick aspects of everyone's shows that I really enjoy and really like. And so yeah, I can only thank everybody in the whole 16L community for just everything that they do and being so supportive. And it's really, really nice that we can do something like this. I feel like, yeah, and I think all 3 of us, we're so excited every day. We're coming up with new ideas. And so, yeah, we're really excited. And yeah, as Gio asked, it will be on a Thursday evening for us, which would probably be a Thursday morning or a Friday morning. I need to work out the times, but with that, as Jim said, there's not many UK based shows either. So there's not many that we can watch at a sensible time for us. So that's another thing as well. It'd be nice for any UK collector that's even remotely interested in any games or photography, because we're going to talk about photography as well. And then just entertainment. It's not all going to be games, but we are going to still touch on most entertainment, but the focus will be more video game based than other shows before.
Oh, that's interesting, and you make a great point. That's true. The Hope Show is one of those shows that it's a good time for all you guys. So that's usually around midday our time here, which is why I can't really be on the Hope Show because I'm at work. It's perfect. I think it works out. Now there's a question that you guys already answered. So you guys are thinking Thursdays at 8 p.m. GMT time. I believe that's 12 noon here, if I'm correct. So it'd be noon time here in the US and the States. There was a question from Keith Lee. Now Jim already answered it, but just for clarification, Harrison, he wanted to know where the show will live. Now, can you answer this question for them?
Yep. So it'll be a new channel. It'll be under my name. It'll be on my channel that I've made and put together, but yeah, it will be an entirely new channel. It's not going to be a part of anyone else's. We really wanted it to be our own little thing that we can build and see how far we can take it. So yeah, we'll be follow us on Instagram and YouTube and stuff, and we'll be posting more about where you can find it and how to find it. We're very excited.
Awesome.
Yeah, we just want to have like a corner where the friends can chat about the things they love. Not like really reviewing as much, I think. It's more like chat as a friends what do we like, what we're excited about, and just to see what other people are waiting for in regards in games and figures and such. It's just to have the conversation and the safe space to chat essentially.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you two
All
will be
right.
charming.
And so you're aiming, when would be the first show, Harrison?
So I think we are looking to have the first show on January 29th, I think is what we were looking at. It'll be the
January
last Thursday of the month.
Okay. Well, it's pretty quick then. So you guys have everything kind of pre-planned already. You guys have been cooking this for a while. And
Yeah,
so
we've been working on it for a few weeks, getting all the ideas and coming up with what we think will work and what will not work. So yeah, we didn't want to announce anything earlier until we knew that we had everything ready and in place. So we now feel that we are at that place that we can do it.
okay. All right. Before we call it, any last thoughts in regards to the show? Anything you want to tease, Harrison, about what to expect? Anything you guys would like to add?
I would just like to add that I am very thankful to you, obviously, because you are the one that invited me on my first stream. So obviously it sounds silly, but if you didn't do that, then this wouldn't be a thing at all. I would never have streamed. I would never have met any of you. So it is a big thank you to you, because means a lot to be able to have that. So I'm very thankful for that, because I've got to meet not only you and these guys and everybody else that's invited me to be a part of their show. I'm just so grateful for that. So yeah. And to what to look forward to, it's just going to be, but it is, as Vita said, it's going to be very laid back. It's not going to be so much figure. It's going to be a more of a friendly chat, but where we look at the games and the figures, but also we're all photographers, so we've got ideas of way we can incorporate that as well. So we really do want to, we just do something a little bit different, which I think is not always a bad thing.
No, absolutely. No, I agree. I felt the same way. Again, for a long time, I was like, look, I don't think I could host a show. I was like, and clearly, based on today's mistake, I'm still having trouble with
you
it.
do
But
great.
I'm still working through it. But it's one of those things where I was like, but if I did do a show, it had to be something like that. And Harrison, you agreed the same way. It had to be something like that. So I'm all for it, man. You got my full-fledged support, man. As a Menos original, Vita, I also consider you a Menos original. Made your debuts on my show.
My first show, yeah.
Yeah. So I consider both of you very, very special to this show and Menos, and with the community, you guys being so embraced. I feel like proud of it. You know what I mean? Like the fact that you guys started here and then like now like, oh, Ben wants you and Gio wants you and this person wants you. And it was like, wow. I was like, wait, hold on. They're mine. Why are you trying to take them? I feel like a protective father in a sense. You know what I mean? So but you know what? It's been great to see Harrison, you taking on the challenge like that so early on. Like you've been streaming. We did the show, what was it, August, right? In the summer.
Yeah.
And
now end of August I started.
Yeah, so you feeling ready to do something like that, man. I applaud you, man, and you got my support 100%, my guy.
Thank you very much, Jose.
All right, guys. Well, with that special announcement, January 29th, if I'm correct, at 8 p.m. GMT time, which I believe is 12 noon here in Pacific time. That would be Pacific time, so then that'd be what, 3 p.m. Eastern? Because they're 3 hours ahead, so 3 p.m. Eastern. Clarify if I'm wrong, but that's when the show will debut. So be on the lookout. It will be on Viking Collectibles YouTube channel, his brand new channel that he will be fully fledged launching out there. There's going to be links everywhere for his channel, so make sure you subscribe and you tune in to the first episode. All right, guys. Well, with that, now I will fully close the show. Thank you so much, guys. And we will see you guys.
Thank you, Jose.
Thanks, guys. See you soon.
Thank you. See you later.
Jose, can't you see?
Wait a second. The first word is Jose? I thought it was
Jose, we know.
Wow! It's about a Spanish guy. Oh, Jose, can you?
I don't believe it, man.
It's so easy.